Hey, what is up, everyone? I am Killer5362, and I'm going to show you all around AltoNodes.com, a brand new host that is absolutely wonderful. Let's go take a look at my server right here. This is paper. You got an IP address, you got a cat meowing in the background, and what's this? You have install the app. Let's go ahead and install the app for a better experience. Install now. So this will install it to right here. So it looks like the same exact stuff. So you just click on your server, go into here, and as you can see, you can clearly see the CPU usage, the RAM usage, and the amount of disk space you are using. So let's go and take a look now at the settings. You have here the FTP details. So let's go ahead and launch this. You're going to need your own client. Some people use FileZilla. I personally like using WinSCP. So let's go ahead and click this. You're going to always allow because you trust us. And once this opens, it's going to ask for your password, accept, which you just use to type in your password, enter, and make sure you actually do it correctly. I'm just going to cut that out right now. So let's go ahead and go into our file manager. You can see you have all of the normal files. So in here you have plugins, which has nothing, but that's perfectly okay because we are using a paper server. That means it's not just regular vanilla. This is plugins. You can use plugins, and if you know how to do it properly, you can also switch to a modded server. So let's go to the next thing, database. Sometimes your plugins will need a database. And in order to get that, you're going to need to talk to the staff here. We got to get that fixed up because I'm pretty sure that is something that we want. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the backup. The backup is going to take a backup of all of your files. Let's go ahead and create one now. And this is guides. This is the guide server. Let's see. You can lock or not lock this backup. So if you have this locked, that means that it will not delete the backup. So let's go ahead and press start backup. So the only time it would delete a backup is if you go past your 4 and then want to do another one, because then it will just erase the old one. Let's go into the network. In here, you can create new ports. This is good for something like DNS or DNMAP, and other types of things that use a port. So let's go over to the next thing, staff request. This doesn't have any information. Staff request access to servers. This does not have anything for us to type into. Alright, let's take a look at the server importer. Add import. So this is going to basically take the stuff from a different server and input it into this one. Alright, let's go into template installer. We have no templates right now, but that can be changed in the future. So server splitter. This allows you to take your current server and split it into multiple different other servers, kind of like a dedicated host. Server wiper. So this will wipe your server, and it looks like it will reinstall it. You have the choice of generic, which is Minecraft, or you can switch to Rust and Ark. Those are also available. So make sure you get the name. This will be a this will label it, and this is the description of it. And then you just go through and all the way to number 7, and boom, it works. Alright, we're going to close out of here now and go into the configuration. Schedules are something that you schedule to happen on a regular basis. You can consider this like a command of some sort. You could do a, let's see, Look at that. That is amazing. Oop. Create schedule. And there you go. What does it do? I don't know. Oh, wait. We could add task right here. So what this will do is send command will send a command to the console. And so you just do that, and then it'll work. Hooray! Over here, you can add new users. So let's say we have, mindmeld123 at blah blah blah.com. And then you can give them access to any of the same things that you have access to. But be careful, some things can be dangerous if given to the wrong person. But don't worry about that, because I know you, and you're going to want to make your best friends an admin. You want to give your developers stuff. That is how you do it. You go into users, and then you add their email, and then you add their permissions. You can even individually select permissions so that you don't have to give them everything. Next, we're going to go to startup. This is not really anything that you need to mess with, other than right here. Server.jar, this is the name of the server file that you are going to use to run. Some people edit this directly, so let's say paper-123. Some people have it like that after they download the jar. But I like to keep it as server.jar and then simply rename the file that is in the file manager. When you rename the file, you rename it to server.jar, and then the server will start it up and you'll win. So next, let's go into the config editor. This is a bunch of easy settings that normal people would have to actually look for and mess with. But you have it all right here. Don't mess with anything you don't know. But if you don't know what you're messing with and you still want to mess with it, you can always ask staff, because we are very knowledgeable of what we're doing. So let's go into the Minecraft section. Configuration. Server icon. Message of the day. This is what displays for Minecraft in the multiplayer menu. And then you have the server properties file, which has some more things that you can edit. One of the things you may want to edit is the level name. The level name is used for your world. If you have a pre-existing world, let's say a world named Firefox, you would change this to Firefox. Or if it has any capitals, Firefox. You want to make sure it matches exactly, otherwise the server will try creating a new world of the same type. Version changer. Oh my. So this is what I was talking about earlier. When you have all of these things you can choose from, let's go with Magma. So Magma is plugins plus mods. Let's check out the versions, and you can go all the way up to 1.21.1. Alright, so you have all these things. I will slowly scroll up so you can look at it at your own pace. Wow! Now let's go into the plugin installer. Normally, a person would have to go to spigot.com or some other website that has plugins. But we have a lot of them right here. You can even search through the type of hosting place, the version number, and also sort by downloads, name, update dates, or the amount of likes. Let's go ahead and install Skin Restorer. Yes, let's go with the latest version. Or if we needed to, we could go for an earlier version. But we don't need that. That is okay. This warning is okay. All it's saying is that it's going to be adding it to the server. So we're going to go ahead and install this. And so what Skin Restorer does, it's very helpful if you have an offline server, or, I mean, it does say online as well. But let's say your skin isn't working. This plugin will change it so that your skin does show up. Alright, so now that we got that, let's go look at the mod installer. It has a very, very similar thing, where you can do the versions, sort, and you can do the website that you get it from. Mod pack installer. This has all sorts of mod packs already pre-made. Popular ones as well. If you're looking for something to go through, this is what you want. Now, this is your world manager. These are pre-downloaded worlds that you can install instantly. Let's go ahead and install this. Let's install that. Let's install that. It's almost done. Well, you get the gist. Now let's take a look at the player manager. This will show see here, this is where you get the extra ports that are needed. So let's take a look. This will show the players who have joined the server. Since no one has joined the server, there's no one here. But you get to see who's offline, you get to see who's banned, and you probably actually get to do all the moderation from the website itself. And here is Votifier. Votifier is absolutely freaking amazing. You go onto Votifier websites, you get a listener, and the listener will reward your players for voting for your server, and in exchange, your server will be promoted on that website. Alright, I really hope that you enjoyed this, and I hope that you find everything you need. If you have any questions, we are here to help. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Killer5362, signing out.